I'm going to have to start going to piano bars. I think this sounds like a good time. There was a post that has sort of gone viral on Louise's piano bar in Jackson, and we have it posted on the Adam and Allison Facebook page. But the post just says, "Didn't expect to ever have to say this, but due to a recent event and effective immediately, Louise's will be adding a no nudity clause to our dress code, and it makes me need to know what happened." What was the event that happened that made the management at Louise's piano bar say, hey, no more nakedness allowed in our club? You have some info on this?
I do. And this is just something like a DM that somebody posted on the internet. So I'm hoping that this isn't what actually happened. But according to them, there was a woman who was in the lobby who had a nip slip.
Oh.
And people started taking pictures of her.
Well, can it be a slip if it lasted long enough for people to get out their phones and take pictures?
Yes, yeah. Like I'm thinking of if you have a dress, maybe that's like a V-neck, and so like maybe you move to the side and now it's there, but you still feel like the dress is on because you feel the pressure of it. So it's like it's on. There's nothing to notice. And if you're hopefully whoever you're with, it could be like move your blouse a little bit, tug it a little that way. So I hope that that's not because. Like at that point, obviously she didn't know,
right?
And it would have been better for someone to just let her know. So hopefully that's not what happened, but that's what this DM says.
Because then I feel like the rule would have to be no taking pictures of
nudity. Yeah.
But anyway, so that made us want to ask at your job, what was the rule that you never expected needed to be put into place, but it was? What happened? 601-995-1017.
So I was working at a retail store right at the beginning of college, and it was me and another girl who was my same age who were the employees that worked, and she was working a shift by herself on a Saturday. When a guy comes in...
Was it 9 o'clock on a Saturday?
Something like that. A guy comes into our store and is a little bit belligerent with her, not looking to buy anything from the store, is just like, this is an emergency. I need to use the bathroom. And she's like, we don't have a public bathroom. There's a store literally 2 doors down that does have a public bathroom. You can go there. And he's like, no, I've had too much sweet tea and I need to go to the bathroom. And so he opens the gate that like allows him to go behind the counter, walks to our break room at the very back of the store, uses the facilities, and then leaves. And so obviously this was a really uncomfortable situation for my friend and coworker who was there by herself. My boss was so mad that somebody would put her in that position that he implemented a new rule that we had to wear like life alert alarms. As soon as we started our shift, you had to put on this alarm that you would wear as a necklace. And if something like that happened, you would have to press the button to alert the cops to come to the store.
Who knew that there was so much drama in the printing store industry?
There's a lot, yeah.
So was there an event at your job that necessitated a new rule?
Yes.
601-995-1017 at my first ever radio station. There was some pranks that would happen, and it would start out as like we're creating content for the shows.
Right.
And then it just kind of, spilled over into being a bit mean. There was one guy that they loved to mess with whenever he was in the bathroom. He was very regular. So they would do...
So they knew his times that he'd be in the bathroom.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. Bob's going to make his daily drop off.
So one of my buddies was messing with this guy.
Aww.
And he took a fire extinguisher off the wall and sprayed it under the stall.
No.
Then he turned around and walked out and turned off the lights.
No.
He was thinking it would just be like whipped cream that came out.
No, it's like a smoke.
It's a powder that suffocates you.
Yeah.
So the guy who was in the bathroom, he didn't even have time to clean himself up or anything. He just had to leave. He comes out and
coughing and stuff, I'm sure.
All white, powdery, like you tap him on the shoulder and then there's a big poof of powder. It was hilarious, but the boss had to send out an email. The next bathroom prank that gets pulled, a week suspension for whoever pulls it.
So yeah, it was almost one of those, I never thought I'd have to say this, but no more bathroom pranks.
601-995-1017 if you've got a story for us, which you wouldn't think you would have to make that rule, but they did. Something happened. So what was the incident that happened at your job? I just thought of a couple years ago. Do you remember when the email went out about the toilet brush?
Yes.
Because men and women, we were down to one bathroom here at work. So there's a little bit of a difference between the cleanliness in the men's room and the women's room, except they were forced to meet and collide. And an email had to go out that's like, if you leave any remnants, there's a brush there. Yeah. Clean it up.
Yeah, we're all adults. We can clean up after ourselves.
Jesse, what was the rule that had to go into place at your job?
Well, I used to do regulatory safety at a hospital. And I had to start sticking these flyers everywhere. It said, please stop putting oxygen tanks on top of the refrigerator.
Oh, no.
So you have a full oxygen canister. Imagine if it fell, a full oxygen canister from 5 foot, 6 foot up. I'm like, you break the tip off, it's going to shoot through the wall like a bomb and go through the center block, everything. It'll go through it all.
Right.
Jeez. But there was no incident around it.
No, it was just me catching it and like, oh, my God.
Thank you so much for the call, Jesse. Tequila's here. Were you working in retail when this incident happened?
Yes, I was. So people would come in to use the fitting rooms for a few reasons. They would either come in and
you broke up there for a second. Hang on. Well, back up. You broke up there for a second. They would use the fitting rooms for a few different reasons. What were some of the reasons?
Okay, so they would either urinate on the
gross.
Oh my gosh.
They would relieve themselves in the fitting room.
Ew.
What else are they doing in the fitting room other than trying on clothes?
Right, including sex.
Oh my gosh, they're playing ping pong in the fitting room.
So what was the rule that got implemented after all this nonsense?
So there had to be someone at the fitting room.
Oh, you had to have a fitting room monitor.
Yes, at all times.
I would sign up for that job.
No.
That'd be kind of fun.
No.
Oh, wow. What was the craziest thing you ever saw go down in a fitting room before there was a fitting room monitor rule?
Someone that...
So somebody did a number 2.
Yes,
I gotcha. All right,
so
Tequila,
bad.
thank you so much for the call. We appreciate you. We got this text. I will keep her anonymous, and I will not say where she worked other than it is a mall.
Yeah.
But this person says, at my job, there was a place in the building called the Boom Boom Room, if you get my drift.
The ping pong room.
Well, a child got lost, opened this door, and caught the couple in the act.
No.
So the new rule was that only key holders would have access to that room with a code. Anybody else had to be accompanied by management.
Why wouldn't the rule be no boom boom room at work?
I don't know. And then now I'm also wondering, like, was it still the Boom Boom Room, but only key holders could partake?
That's a privilege you get whenever you reach management status at your job. Is now you have access to That's insane.
No pay raise for you, but we've got this awesome perk. Also, all the pretzels you can eat.
But also, just so you know, every single other key holder has access. So, like, you might be using the Boom Boom Room, but if they don't know, like, leave a scrunchie on the door, I guess. I don't know.
That's wild.
But, like, I can't imagine starting a new job somewhere, anywhere, and them being like, this is our Boom Boom Room.
Oh, by the way.
But yeah, we have this, like, what is happening?
We find it just relieves stress in our employees. We get a lot more out of them, so to speak. I don't know.
That's a new level. I mean, I remember whenever tech companies really started blowing up and all the perks that they would offer, like they've got cafeterias full of the best food and like you don't have to leave and just all kinds of comfort stuff. So that way employees would want to work longer hours. But I don't even think they had boom boom rooms.
Well, I have heard some companies have started testing something out, offering 30-minute, not ping pong breaks, but like solo ping pong breaks.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So it would be like a solo boom boom room.
Bingo. Absolute, like Wolf of Wall Street.
No, but then like everyone's okay. Like, I don't know what's worse. If I have a boom boom room where it's like, oh, hey, so-and-so, and then everyone sees you and so-and-so walk into the boom boom room knowing exactly what you're doing, like you're not playing cards. Or if it's a solo boom boom room, is that more embarrassing for me to walk in there like, well, I just couldn't take the stress today. I got to handle it somehow.
I won't even walk into the bathroom with the newspaper tucked under my arm because I'm worried that people are going to know what I'm doing.
Adam and Allison in the morning.